Good evening. You guys are welcome to be seated. I've always wanted to do that, so thank you for following along. Man, what a great slideshow. Just some fantastic pictures of the students, the faculty, the staff, all working together to educate. Great music. You kind of want to kick that jukebox back on here and continue this celebration. But maybe we'll do that in a little bit. But I wanted to welcome you tonight to our commencement ceremony for our automotive, diesel, and our welding students. It's such a great night to celebrate. My name is Derek Gibson. I'm the chairman of the board, and I wanted to start us off tonight with a little prayer. So if you would please bow your heads with me. Our most gracious and heavenly Father, as we gather this evening to celebrate the achievement of these students, I'd like to lift up to you many thanks for connecting these students with our institution and giving us the opportunity to further educate and enhance their ability to excel in today's industry. You have given each one of them a gift, a talent, and a passion, which I pray they will use to better their life and the lives around them. Father, as these students enter into the next phase of their career, I ask that you continue to guide, watch over, and provide grace when needed. God, I also would like to lift up to you the NWTI faculty and staff. We are so blessed to have such talented team who is passionate about educating here at NWTI. The hours they work, the attention they give, and the relationships they build with the students makes this celebration possible. Please continue to bless our faculty and staff. In your holy name I pray. Amen.
Thank you, Mr. Gibson. Ladies and gentlemen, parents, relatives, special friends of these graduates, welcome to this inspiring event. This is our third graduation ceremony today, and it has in every sense been inspiring. We've had the privilege throughout the year to work with some of the finest students one could imagine, and we're here tonight to celebrate their achievement of the Diploma program at the Northwest Technical Institute. These young people are better prepared and ready to enter the workforce. Now they know that they've got a lot to learn, but they've had a great beginning. And I can assure you that they will begin a career pathway that will be fulfilling to them, to their families, and I can assure you as well that they will make a difference in the quality of life across our region and beyond. It's just a privilege to work with the young people, the students of the Northwest Technical Institute, and the staff of the Technical Institute, and we want to thank each of you for your support of them and for your advocacy for our school. So welcome tonight. We're very glad to have you. And if you would, with your applause, let's recognize our graduates. Will you do that for me? We're issuing diploma and certificates from well over 170 students. And again, these are difference makers for good, for themselves, for their families, and for our community. So that is inspiring in every sense of the word. Graduates, I want to speak directly to you for just a moment, and I want to do it in the sense of thanking you. I want to thank you for choosing NWTI. You've made a great contribution to the tradition of excellence of our schools, and that will forever be appreciated. I want to thank you for the respect and appreciation that you've shown to our teachers throughout your tenure in school. The relationship that you have and the relationship that each of you have with each other is one to be admired. I see teachers encouraging, supporting, expecting the very best, and leveraging you to give your very best in every way that they can. And I see you reciprocating, and as a result, I see growth and preparation for a great career. And I know I speak for our teachers when I say it's been a privilege to have you at NWTI. I want to thank you for your work ethic. I want to thank you for your personal character. And I want to thank you in advance for the contribution that you will make to the workforce across our region. The employers in Northwest Arkansas are hungry for great employees just like each of you. My expectation is that each of you already have a job. If you don't, I know that you will have very soon. So you're on a great path. You've charted a great course, and all of you wish you the very best. So, this is a day of celebration. In just a few moments, we're going to convey the diploma to you, and we're going to turn the tassel, and you will be a graduate of NWTI. I want to make an appeal. There are a lot of folks that came before you that helped set the stage for you. Our team, our staff has learned from them. And I want to throw the doors wide open and ask of you that you stay close to your school, that you stay close to your instructors, that you give them feedback in terms of how they've prepared you for your next step. And together, let's chart a course that will help make our school better, so that those who follow you, who sit in this chair, will have your influence and partnership with your teacher in terms of how to get better and better and better. There's an enormous commitment by the staff of NWTI to help prepare our graduates at the highest level so they can be successful. What I'm saying simply to you is that you can have a voice in that. Your input is needed and welcome. So stay close. Go enjoy yourself, get a good job, but stay close to your school and your teachers. You know that you didn't get here by yourself. You know that you have family members and loved ones in the audience tonight who helped you every step of the way. You know your teachers did as well. So my second ask of you is to think of the others in your life who've helped you get to this point. There's going to be a lot of graduation days in your future. Graduation takes on a lot of shapes. It may be a promotion. It may be a new job opportunity. It may be a new area of learning that's so exciting and appealing to you that the opportunity to work or grow in that area will cause you to give efforts that you didn't realize that you could give. That's part of life. That's part of growing. Those are the kind of things that we want for each of you. There are some others that parents, ladies and gentlemen, friends, and students that I want you to acknowledge. You've met Mr. Gibson already. Mr. Aaron Wright is on the stage with us. Aaron is a member of our board. Aaron, thank you for your great leadership. And we've got 3 other board members that I want you to be respectful and appreciative of. Mr. Carlos Chicas, who's vice president of our board, was here for our first 2 graduations. He does great work. Derek is a phenomenal chairman and a wonderful person to work with and plan and vision in terms of how to take our school forward. Will y'all thank Mr. Gibson one more time for me? Can you do that? Anthony Doss, a great member of our team, has been here today and celebrated with other graduating groups. Dr. Kelly Johnson has been here as well. This is a board that is committed to helping take our school forward, to work in partnership with our staff, to be partners in leading a community to better support the Northwest Technical Institute. There are thousands and thousands of jobs opening up across this growing region. In the last year alone, more than 5,000 jobs have opened new to the community. Here's the interesting thing, and these students know it because they've been taught it. 85% of those 5,000 jobs, 4,500 or so, are in jobs, career paths that we train our students for at the Northwest Technical Institute. Ours is a great niche. It's a difference maker for these students. It's a difference maker for our community and region. This is important work, and parents, your partnership, just like your students, I would hope you would stay connected as well. We need your advocacy. We need your positive conversation in the community. The people of this community needs to know what a great blessing it is to have a school like the Northwest Technical Institute right here, preparing our young people for great jobs, great careers, etc. And all of us can play a role in that. So we've got a great board. There are staff members that have not been acknowledged, and I want you to know them. Robin Eason is our Vice President for Instruction. Robin's on the stage. What a wonderful leader she is. Mr. Mike Hamley is our financial officer. Mike is in the audience. With your applause, would you please recognize Mr. Hamley? Ushering forward resources from all levels, local, state, federal, is a really important function in terms of helping our kids continue their education. Melissa Greenslade is our Vice President for Student Support Services. With your applause, recognize Melissa. I've already spoken with you about our great staff. Mr. Don Raines is our Vice President for Human Resources, and he is constantly working to bring the brightest and best to join the already great team at the Northwest Technical Institute. Recognize Mr. Raines. A few minutes ago, we had graduates from our Adult Ed Center. Mr. Nick Ryburn is our Director of Adult Education. The Adult Education program at the Northwest Technical Institute is by far the best in our state. Recognize Mr. Ryburn. Our school's built on partnerships of every imaginable kind. Think first about the partnership between students and staff and parents, if you will. And then think about the need to bring the business sector into our school to make sure that the programs that we're offering are appropriate, that they're rigorous, that they're relevant, they're on target to the emerging needs across industry in our region. So I was speaking with groups from our Adult Ed Center, and they reminded me, one of the students had a great conversation with, he plans to be a heavy equipment operator. And he could tell me to the penny the amount of money that he expected to earn in that role. And it's fascinating and exciting and inspiring to think of the great careers and the opportunity for a quality of life that the career and trades preparation offers our students. So Mr. Tom Frecking, Mr. Mike Dewberry are both working to build those business partnerships and to build apprenticeship opportunities, not just for entry-level students, but maybe students who've been out in the workplace and want to look at a new job and they have to develop new skills, et cetera. These are all important offerings. So recognize Mr. Frecking, if you will, and Mr. Dewberry. And I've saved this for the last, and although I've mentioned it a number of times, again, the teachers of the Northwest Technical Institute are what make our school work. To see our teachers and students, and it doesn't matter if it's automotive or diesel or welding or medical or electronics or industrial maintenance, and the list goes on and on. The relationship between our students and teachers is built on caring and helping those students prepare really in a remarkable way for a great career. Students, that's the kind of preparation you've had, and that's why all of us expect you to have enormous success. So thank our teachers, ladies and gentlemen, and students, would you do that for us? I guess I want to be able to make this point so vividly. Students, everyone in this room, certainly including myself, have a definition of what we think and believe success should be for each of you. That's just our nature, right, moms and dads? But in truth, here's what I want you to think about. I expect every mom and every dad and myself, our staff and others would encourage you as you prepare to take this next step to define your own success. What's your own definition of success? You know, we all have to climb our own mountains. If you might think for just a moment, think about that first mountain as the way you've been taught to think about success. Again, by all of us who care about you and want you to do well. My hope is that you'll consider that, be very thoughtful about it. It may suit your needs, your new definition, but the real growth experience here that will be a part of your growth and maturation is for you to define your second mountain. That second mountain is how you would define success for yourself. What we all know is that when you're committed to something, you're going to give more of yourself to accomplishing that goal. That's where your best effort comes from. Not just day one or day two until you tire at the end of the first week, but throughout a career where you're committed to achieve your definition of success. Climb that second mountain. The view is your own reward. We have that kind of confidence in each of you. You'll do that. And when you define your own success, you'll find a way to give of yourself at a level you didn't know you could give. That's what all of us do as we pursue climbing that second mountain. So we wish that for you. This idea of continued learning is something you've heard about throughout your school career. Probably there was never an elementary class you sat in, or certainly not a high school class you sat in where a caring teacher didn't talk with you about being a lifelong learner. That has as much or perhaps even more application in the career and technical field perhaps than any other. It's when you give your best each and every day, each and every year to improve your skills so you can advance. And with that comes confidence. With that comes integrity. With that comes the pursuit of a master's degree. With that comes a quality of life that all of you would respect and appreciate. We want that sort of thing for each of you, but it begins with your willingness to continue to learn. Will you do that for me? If you will, raise your hand. Thank you very much. That, I can assure you, is the difference maker in terms of the progress you will make in your own careers. I would just say this as an ultimate compliment to each of you. I've seen your courage. I've seen your effort. Your work ethic is phenomenal. I've seen the way you respect each other, which is also phenomenal. And in this day and time is perhaps rare beyond belief. I've seen it without exception in each of you and the students of the Northwest Technical Institute. I've seen the appreciation and respect that you give for your teachers. I've seen the continued improvement that you've made in skill development. I've seen your happiness and your joy as you've excelled in your career of choice. And yes, I've seen your exhaustion when you gave it all to accomplish the goal of the day or the week or completing the project or doing the competition that's so evident and so required. All of that leads me to say, on behalf of a very grateful staff, how proud we are of each of you and what high hopes we have for you as you pursue your chosen career field. Ladies and gentlemen, thank these wonderful young people one more time. I've tried to say some important things today. I want to speak to the students. I want to speak to the audience. Our school is built on partnerships. We treasure your partnership. And if you've been thinking about how you might be a part of NWTI, please call one of our teachers, call myself, any staff member. There are opportunities for you to serve on advisory committees behind each pathway in our school. Parents, we need you. Students, I've already invited you to stay connected. I want to thank you again for you doing it the right way, and each of you have. Our next speaker is our student representative for the evening. His story is one of the most inspiring I've heard. His name is Mario Torres. I want to invite Mario to come to the microphone and share his perspective on his experience at NWTI. And again, with your applause, welcome Mario to the podium.
Good evening. So first and foremost, I want to start off by saying thank you to everyone that is here tonight, all the family and friends that supported us while we were in school. I also want to thank the NTI leadership for doing the best job that they could do to maintain a safe learning environment despite all the complications and hardships that COVID-19 brought upon us. But we've managed to come together, both students and staff, and succeed. And that's exactly why I'm here tonight. I'm honored to have the opportunity to share my own experience and a short word of encouragement for the Northwest Technical Institute class of 2021. So if you would have told me last year that I'd be standing up here speaking, I would have laughed and called you crazy. Considering that in March of 2020, I was serving my last days of a 6-year and 10-month incarceration. While I was incarcerated, I had a vision for the future. I had a game plan. For my fellow welders, a blueprint, if you will, of what I wanted my life to look like. Graduating from NTI was one of my top goals. My experience here is one I will never forget. Thanks to my dedicated instructors, Mark Manzel and Mitch Lewis, I know that I can enter the workforce with the skills that I need to succeed in my career. I remember I was reluctant to let my instructor know of my background, thinking he would judge me for my past, but instead, Mark was understanding, and he told me he would do whatever he could to make sure I leave school with a decent job so that I could help provide for my family and myself. He told me he would judge me from what I show him now for the effort that I put into class, not who I used to be. That was a defining moment during my time in class, because if he believed in me, then I could believe in myself. I remember feeling out of place because I was older than a lot of my classmates, me being 26 and most of them being 18 or 19-year-olds fresh out of high school. I felt like quitting, thinking I probably put too much on my plate, as I had only been released from prison 5 months prior to school starting last August. While working nights and weekends at a fast food restaurant and trying to reconnect with my wife and son, making up for lost time. Then in November, we find out that we were expecting another baby. There was just no way that I could quit. So I stand up here as a testament to what you can accomplish when you set your mind on something. Don't give yourself any room to go back, because a lot of the limitations we have are self-imposed. And it's through hard work, dedication, and discipline that we overcome. Although this is a tremendous milestone in our lives, it's good and we can celebrate, but by any means, I'm not saying we are finished. This is only the beginning of our journey. We must continue to work hard and persevere in order to excel in our craft. As the saying goes, you don't plant a seed and watch it grow. You water it, you tend to it, and you let it receive adequate sunlight. And in time, it will grow and bear fruit. During the year, we got divided into groups to limit our contact with other people. And if it wasn't for my group members, I wouldn't be here. So Gustavo Rodriguez, Alejandro Venegas, and Terence Blavishunes, thank you so much. To the rest of my fellow graduates, I bid you farewell and wish you the best of luck on the rest of your journey. And to anybody thinking about continuing their education, just do it. The time is now. Because coming to NTI is one of the best choices that I've made for my life. Thank you.
Thank you, Mario. Thank you, graduates of NWTI. It is my pleasure now to introduce our senator from this region who represents us at the state capitol, who represents us with conversations of business leaders, community leaders across the state. Senator Lance Eads will be our guest speaker this evening as well. Students, please listen closely. Networking, building relationships, sharing the story is work that all of us could do. And I extend that invitation to you. Parents, I extend that invitation to you as well. NWTI has a great story to tell, and we need the people of the state to know that story. So if we talk to one person or 10 or 100, that story gets out even more. And the great work that we're doing with our students can be told eloquently, just like the one that Mario just shared with us. Senator Eads, thank you for all that you do for the Northwest Technical Institute, for our students and staff. We're deeply appreciative of your constant support and encouragement, and your influence is making an enormous difference at the school. So stay with us. We're just beginning. Our school is growing. It is our mission to move from about 1,200 to 1,300 students this year to more than 2,000 next year. We're doing that in response to the needs of industry in our region, the growth in the region, and based on our commitment to help each of our students really develop a career skill that gives them a quality of life that we all want for them. We need advocates who can speak with our governor. Senator Eads and I, through his action, had an opportunity to sit and talk with Governor Hutchinson early this fall to share our vision, to share our growing needs. We just opened a new welding building this year. And I would tell you that the production of graduates through our welding program, many represented here this evening, has more than doubled in just the first year, where we were serving 50 or so students in career preparation in welding. This year we're well over 100. Next year that will grow to 150. We have extended our partnerships to all area high schools in the region. All 16 school districts in the region are being influenced by the great work of the staff at NWTI. We need people to share that story. We need the state to understand what we do, recognize the importance of it, provide reasonable and appropriate guidance, and very importantly, to provide resources that allow us to provide the services that I'm explaining to you. When you do that, you change a region, you change a state, and you do it by changing the preparation and career preparedness in the lives of its students. That's important work. The senator understands that. Ladies and gentlemen, help us welcome Senator Lance Eads as our graduation speaker for you this evening. Senator, thank you.
I appreciate the introduction, and I appreciate being here tonight. I appreciate Dr. Rollins and the administration and all the staff for inviting me to be part of this. One of the biggest honors that I get to do is, as a state senator, is get to be a part of significant events in people's lives like this, and it makes my job a lot more fun. I also am fully aware, students, that I am the last thing standing between your hands and this degree that you've worked so hard to get to. So I don't want to overstay my welcome. I'll be brief and make sure I share some hopefully good points that you'll find beneficial, and then we can get ready for you to come up here and get your diplomas. I think we can all agree that the last 15 months of human history across this globe we've seen things that we've never experienced in our life before, unparalleled, unforgettable oftentimes. The COVID-19 pandemic has brought layer upon layer of change and separation, oftentimes interruption, even loss and grief in different people's lives in such a short period of time. But in the face of many, many obstacles, this institution has worked to fulfill its mission and continued to work through changing lives with training and skill development. Because of their commitment to you, graduation day has arrived, and you have individually and collectively completed this race and finished your tenure at Northwest Technical Institute. Because of this institution, you are part of a close-knit community where you were a name and not just a number, a person and not just a picture. You have been challenged and nurtured by the administration and your teachers and staff. Without them and many innovative measures that they've put in place because of this pandemic, you could not be able to finish this year, but here we are today. As you leave this evening, I hope you will remember all the things that they've done and be sure and thank them for their investment in your life and for your future. You'll be hard-pressed to find people in this world who care as much about your success as the staff and administration do of Northwest Technical Institute. And as Dr. Rollins said, it's not just the people at the Institute that have helped you reach today, but your family as well, and your friends who have invested time and energy to help you get here. At a time when our nation is pressing the reset button, reopening, rebuilding, and restarting, and oftentimes the future seems a bit uncertain, the family unit is still steadfast. Never forget to stay in touch with those who you love and love you. Believe me when I say you can never be able to repay them for all they've done for you. After tonight, you enter a new chapter because this graduation marks the end of one important phase of your life and the start of another. In education and training, and all it entails is a personal investment yielding infinite benefits. You don't know what all this can do for you yet. The time you have spent learning and growing as a student have been well spent. Similar to what Dr. Rollins says oftentimes, life is learning and learning is life at every stage and at every age. Now you get to move forward and enter a new sphere of personal and professional choices. But the education doesn't stop here. So what comes next? Now you take your place and you set your pace. And I want you to remember 3 key words. Don't stop now. This is just the beginning. Don't stop now. Your diploma will strengthen your options and expand the opportunities that have become available to you. But don't stop now. Over the years, you've learned about your strengths. You've created opportunities through your weaknesses, learned from both of these, and managed them well. Still, don't stop now. I'll be honest, the job market's getting a lot stronger, specifically here in Northwest Arkansas, but it can still be challenging at times. What I do know is there is always room for people who want to work and have a dependable work ethic. No matter what it looks like out there, don't stop now. But also don't just focus on what you do for a living, but also to establish yourself in your surrounding community. Engage, plug in. Whether you remain here in Northwest Arkansas, and I hope that many of you do, or you move beyond this area or even out of a state to another part of the country, I hope you choose to be involved and take on roles where possible to cultivate your skills even more. Plug in wherever you find yourself. It's also important as a civic reminder, and I would be remiss as a state senator not to remind you, get involved in the process. Vote. This gives you an opportunity to voice your opinion. You may not see yourself as part of the process, but you're a very important part. In 2 years, you get to help choose who our next governor will be. And 2 years after that, who our next president will be. Get involved, be part of the process. Start voting if you haven't started, and don't ever stop. And I want to leave you finally with just a few thoughts here. Number one, be rigorous. Dr. Rollins talked about the challenge of having rigorous classes. Be rigorous in your life. Don't run away from challenges that present themselves to you in the future. Be passionate. Find what it is that you enjoy doing and throw yourself into that fully. Build relationships, and he uses the word partnerships, and I will echo that. Both are key to lasting success. You can never build too many bridges in your lifetime. Be responsible. Take the understanding that no one owes you anything. You have an opportunity to create some magnificent things in your life. And when you get what you want, and you will, be accountable for it, and then be the kind of person that pulls somebody else along behind you that comes after you to do the same thing and have the same opportunities. Build your family. After all, family is what really matters. Be resilient. I think that's one of the most important things that you can be in your work life or in any aspect of your life. Work to bounce back better, tougher, and smarter after you stumble, because we're going to find out that all of us stumble at different times and in different areas of our lives. One of the people I like to quote and read a lot about his quotes is Sir Winston Churchill, who was the Prime Minister of England during the period around World War II. And he said, "Success is walking from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm." Because your opportunity is going to come one day to be successful, and you'll learn a lot from the prior failures that you've had in the meantime. Build your own self-esteem. If you're not your own cheerleader already, start that. Cheer daily and make no apologies for how loud you cheer. We all need a cheerleader, and sometimes it needs to be ourselves that help cheer us and move us forward. Once again, remember, life is learning, and learning is life at every stage and at every age. Take your place, set the pace for your own life and the lives of others you may touch. So little by little, exam by exam, class by class, requirement by requirement, you did it, and you succeeded in the face of a surreal chapter in human history. Thank you for working so hard and helping further solidify Northwest Technical Institute's statewide reputation for excellence in workforce development. And just remember, there probably will be never, ever another class like you guys and what you've had to walk through in the last couple years. If you'll look around the room, every person in this room wants you to succeed. You'll be tested, and often there'll be hard times that maybe last longer than you'd hoped they would. There will be gains, there will be losses. You won't always understand. You certainly won't always get it right. You'll need help. Sometimes you'll be humbled. You'll find people that fail you, and then also people that will surprise you as well. You'll cry. You'll smile. Just don't stop. And I can't repeat that enough times. Just don't stop. Your future awaits you, and we're all cheering you on. Congratulations, graduates, and thank you for having me tonight.
Graduates, will you please stand? It's time to turn the tassel. Let's move it from one side to the other. Ladies and gentlemen, with your applause, welcome these graduates of NWTI. Good job. Good job. Again, we are so proud of you. Parents, thank you for all your help and support. We've got a great future in front of us, and we'll be cheering for these every step of the way. Now, let's extend our diplomas.
Felipe Aguirre, Automotive Service Technology. Valentin Correa, Automotive Service Technology. John Crouch, Automotive Service Technology. Jose Uwe Gomez, Automotive Service Technology, honor grad. Jake Horton, Automotive Service Technology. Jesse Allen Kitchen, Automotive Service Technology. Curtis Kearney, Automotive Service Technology. Lyric McKnight, Automotive Service Technology. Andrew Mitchell, Automotive Service Technology. Chase Joseph Richard, Automotive Service Technology. Roberto Darnell Reyes, Automotive Service Technology. Braden Sarah, Automotive Service Technology, honor grad. Nathaniel Thurman, Automotive Service Technology. Dylan Tui, Automotive Service Technology. Giovanni Train, Automotive Service Technology. Connor Van Nostrand, Automotive Service Technology. Cody Hendricks, Automotive Service Technology. Isaac John Keeney, Automotive Service Technology. Asher North, Automotive Service Technology. Zachary Staggs, Automotive Service Technology. Audrey Stone, Automotive Service Technology. Ramiro Munoz, Automotive Service Technology. Mason Harris, Automotive Service Technology. Isaiah Anglin from Medium Heavy Truck Technology. Jose Almares, Medium Heavy Truck Technology. Rafael Betran Jr., Medium Heavy Truck Technology. Kelvan Castillo, Medium Heavy Truck Technology. Ryan Klein, Medium Heavy Truck Technology. Jose Dimas, Medium Heavy Truck Technology. Xavier Galdames, Medium Heavy Truck Technology. Caitlin Hall, Medium Heavy Truck Technology. Kyle A. Kendrick, Medium Heavy Truck Technology. Seth Flores, Medium Heavy Truck Technology. Brandon Lane, Medium Heavy Truck Technology. Ryan Thomas McKnight, Medium Heavy Truck Technology. Jorge Alfredo Silva, Medium Heavy Truck Technology. Christopher Alejandro Hernandez, Medium Heavy Truck Technology from 2020. Joel Aldaco, Welding Technology. Jesus Araujo Martinez, Welding Technology and Honor Grad. Cord Ash Bartholomew, Welding Technology and Honor Grad. Terrence Blevins, Welding Technology and Honor Grad. Rory Dent, Welding Technology and Honor Grad. O'Neill Herrera Rivas, Welding Technology, honor grad. Jake Judah, Welding Technology. Jacob Aaron McKinney, Welding Technology. Cristian Mendoza, Welding Technology. Tanner Moore, Welding Technology. Oscar Pedraza Palacios, Welding Technology. Zachary Taylor Pilstrom, Welding Technology and honor grad. Matthew Pound, Welding Technology. Jacob Dylan Ray, Welding Technology. Emiliano Reyes, Welding Technology. Kevin Reyes, Welding Technology. Gustavo Rodriguez, Welding Technology and honor grad. Ben Scarbo, Welding Technology. Mario Torres Rios, Welding Technology and honor grad. Jesse Martin Turner, Welding Technology, honor grad. Alejandro Venegas Rubio, Welding Technology, honor grad. And last but not least, Mackenzie Winner, Welding Technology, honor grad.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed the evening. Students, once again, congratulations. I would make this request of our audience. As we close the ceremony, let's let our students leave, and you can join them out in the foyer. So if our guests would just be seated until our students have left, I'm going to ask Mr. Aaron Wright, a member of our board, to close for us this evening. Aaron.
I'll be very brief. I know everyone's ready to get out of here, but I just want to let you know these two disciplines of study are very near and dear to my heart. I started out as an auto mechanic, transitioned into welding. I now own my own robotic welding business, and let me tell you, you chose very wisely. You've got a lot of opportunities in front of you. The sky's the limit. The one thing I can tell you to be sure to do is to not stop studying. If you get offered the chance to get training or an additional certification, jump at it. That is a job benefit that's just as important as health insurance or time off. So be sure to take advantage of that if you can during your career. Just always keep studying and bettering yourself. And the days that you don't feel like going to work, just remember, showing up is the difference. So be sure to show up, and I guarantee you, if you smile, you'll be promoted. So have a good evening. Congratulations. It was a pleasure to be here tonight.